Hey, this is Deborah. And I just want to let you guys know that I have ebooks on Amazon Prime that I have published so that I can provide you all with information on how our early childhood experiences affect us in our adult lives. I have it's kind of an assortment of things. First, I talk a little bit about what a healthy foundation for relationships consists of. But I think that goes further back after you get an understanding of how our early childhood experiences shape the way that we show up in our relationships. And so I formulated these ebooks so that you all can get an awareness if you are struggling with understanding how you are showing up presently. Some of us don't know how to communicate our wants and our feelings effectively because it has never been taught to us. Some individuals didn't have parents that were really engaged to them. Like they would go to work and made sure that the bills were paid. But when it came to those one on one connections and asking their children, how did you experience your day? Is there something bothering you that you want to discuss? A lot of times those things didn't happen. I'm a Gen Xer. And so I can say that in my household, it was very, very quiet. We had the silent household. You come home from school, the expectations were you get your homework out, and that's pretty much it. We kind of tiptoed around a lot of times because, I had a father who, didn't like a lot of noise. And I realized even in my adult life, I struggled with my own first child making noise. A lot of these things come from our experiences as children, and we want to know, why don't we show up this way? Well, we all have a background. We all have different narratives into how we were taught early on. And this leads to even getting in relationships, not paying attention to the red flags because our dysfunction, maybe as children and growing up, this is normal behavior. And it may not be, but you just accept it because you don't know anything different. I also talk to women about how, as little girls, if their mother wasn't present or if she was in the home but didn't really pay attention to them, and this goes for the fathers in the home too, then those children are lacking because they didn't get those interactions, those close interactions. But again, a lot of this stuff is generational. So if their parents maybe didn't communicate a lot with them or they had traumatic upbringings themselves, they may not know how to be emotionally connected with their own children. This is one of the reasons why I made the decision to publish the information that I've been keeping for a very long time, as well as giving some personal information about my own upbringing so that I can help individuals understand that no, you're not crazy. No, you're just not a broken piece, but there are some missing elements that were there that needed to be there rather to help you be happy and to understand that, I know my worth. I know that I deserve this. I don't have to just settle for crumbs, but, I can advocate for the things that I want and I need in my life. And if I see that I'm in a situation that is not healthy for me, then I know to walk away. With all of that being said, I encourage you, please check some of them out, if not all of them, because you may find that you yourself lie within those pages, and it may help you to get a better understanding of yourself so that you can, do some modifying and some changing of some things that historically this is how you've always been. But it doesn't mean that you have to stay that way. I use this as an example. I used to have a little attitude coming up. I used to be, somebody say something to me I didn't like. I was just mean about it. But again, what did my environment say? What were the messages that I saw? I always felt like I had to defend myself, so I couldn't tell anybody how I was experiencing my childhood or when I was going through things or even being bullied in school. I kept all of those feelings and emotions to myself. Now, what would have been helpful is if I was provided a safe space to do so. Now, granted, my mother was always loving and kind, but she was going through her own things in her life. So, again, it all starts with the foundation. What were the messages? What were the lessons that you learned? Because what you did get or what you didn't get will definitely show up in your adult life. It'll show up in how you treat yourself, how you treat others, how you show up in your relationships too. So I hope that you will take the time to check it out. And if you do check it out and you find that you like it and it's beneficial for you, go ahead on and give me a positive review. I would truly appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I hope you all have a great day.